It's been described as the worst medical disaster in history. Up to 20,000 people around the world fell victim to conditions like HIV and hepatitis C after being treated with products made from infected blood. Well, later this year, an inquiry under Lord Penrose will report on the causes and the effects of the scandal in Scotland. But before that, there's a play touring the country telling the victim's story. Craig Anderson reports.
This path tramples discarded syringes, chasing the dragon from a Berlin squat to a prison cell in Scotland.
It's not exactly a night at the opera. Factor 9 is a play that examines the blood products tragedy from the point of view of two Scots haemophiliacs whose lives have been blighted by the diseases they contracted from their NHS treatment as children. One of them is Bruce Norval from the Black Isle.
I've seen the play 9 times now. Certainly the first 6 or 7 times it's been hard. Now I try and focus on what for me is the purpose of the play, which is to increase awareness about what happened to the humans that were caught up in this crisis, rather than the details of the crisis that will be covered in the public inquiry. And I think one of the best ways to demonstrate how inadequate the whole current solution is by making people look at the reality of these experiences on a human level, and the play does that with spades.
Some 2,000 people in the UK were infected with blood products that hadn't been properly screened. There are even claims that some patients were used as guinea pigs to test out disease transmission. 30, 40 years ago, the supply of blood for medical treatments was a murky business, according to the actor portraying Bruce Norval, Matthew Zajac.
In Sweden, where it's then passed off as Swedish blood, even though it may have come from the corpses in Soviet morgues. And, the main sort of blood plasma products that were responsible for the infection came, by and large, from America. And in America, during the 60s and 70s, a lot of blood was sold by desperate people on Skid Row. Blood was taken from a lot of inmates of US prisons. And these were the kind of people in places where diseases, were rife. And so a lot of the blood that was taken was infected, taken from people who were infected with hepatitis C or HIV, CJD. I'm 15 when the sweats begin. I waken in the night, the bed's so drenched I think I'm wetted.
6 years ago, the Scottish Government set up an inquiry into the Scottish aspects of the issue under former High Court Judge Lord Penrose. That's due to report soon. Bruce Norval's been campaigning for 25 years, since it became clear that he'd contracted the hepatitis C that will probably one day kill him.
The truth is, we're talking about the equivalent of 20 Hillsboroughs within the UK. If it happened at once, everybody would know about it. In reality, what we have is a situation where everybody kind of thinks they know about it, and didn't they all get compensation, which of course is not true. For me, the play gives a chance to refocus those arguments. It gives us a chance to actually look again and make people look again at the impacts of what is a quite horrific event.